Some of you guys might hate us by the end of this, but in this video, we're going to be roasting your favorite albums. So how this works is that we asked you guys to send in your topsters. So a list of some of your favorite albums of all time. And we're going to be roasting a lot of them. That's pretty much the short and sweet of this video. We're going to be going through some of them, picking out what doesn't make sense in our opinion, or just maybe what's questionable taste-wise, all right? So,
man, there's some of these that look horrific.
Some of these are really stinky, guys. I'm not going to lie.
There's some really stinky ones.
And we're going to start off today with the one and only Michael Webb. And listen,
GOAT.
I know what you guys are thinking, right? The Worst Day, some sexy songs for you. This guy's fucking with us. He's trolling. But newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, this is not our first interaction with Michael Webb, and I can confirm he's dead serious. He enjoys these albums as some of his favorites of all time.
To me, it's impossible that he put Felicita in there without trying to get a point from us, bro. It's like, Michael, you've never heard this fucking record before we played it on our Patreon stream.
Well, maybe he put him on and he just loved it.
Yeah, but
why not?
Come on, bro. Like, to make your topster, you've had to have time to live with these albums, and I don't know, like, you went through the whole, like, Romina Power, like, album. Like, I don't know.
Anyways,
I'm not sure.
I don't even want to focus on that, but The Big Day, bro? Like, bro, you can't tell me that you take hot showers and sing, I got muscles like Superman Trainer. Like, you can't tell me that you're singing along to the records on this album. The Big Day was an embarrassment in every domain. Some of the worst songwriting on any album ever. Terrible features. Just go to 2:30 of the Big Day title track and
you'll figure it out for yourself.
Tell me that this is one of your favorite pieces of art.
But I could understand like why he did this, because you also have acid rap at the bottom left corner here.
But that's a phenomenal mixtape.
Absolutely. So maybe he's just a diehard Chance fan and like he's gonna ride for this album, because at the same time, Some Sexy Songs for You is on this topster, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and listen, I can see people vibing to Somebody Loves Me, and even I personally fuck with joints on here like Deeper, Small Town Fame, Nokia. But to call this auto-tune slop one of your favorite albums ever, when they have so many other better collabs together, from With You to Over Here to Recognize. Like, we have to distinguish what good R&B is and mediocre R&B. I'm sorry, bro.
And just look at this run of albums, and then look where Some Sexy Songs for You is. You have Acid Rap, you have Alfredo 2, which is kind of interesting because I don't even think the OG Alfredo, sorry, is on the third line. Then you get Jeffrey, Kinda Blue by Miles Davis, The Minstrel Show by Little Brother, and then after that, you have Be by Common. Yeah. And Some Sexy Songs for You is right there, right in the middle. Then
pretty
you get
nuts.
Even some Miley Cyrus on this is pretty crazy.
It's a bit stinky.
Then
Michael, come on, bro.
What's with the
Come on,
Spears,
Mike.
bro?
I'm gonna do you a solid, bro. I'm gonna plug you with my ENT. All right, great doctor. Name is Dr. Shapiro, and he'll take care of the blockage, bro. Whatever's going on there.
He'll take care of you.
He'll take care of you, bro. I got you, bro.
All right, let's
keep on going.
Joseph. Much love to Joseph. Thank you so much for sending this in, bro. This one's interesting because there's some absolutely great albums, and then there's ones where I'm like, why is Four Bats here?
Four Bats made the cut.
You made me a star. Where did Four Bats come out of, and why is he next to Under Pressure?
Sheesh, bro.
I'm not sure what's going on.
And,
I
listen,
Never Liked You?
I Never
my
Liked
God,
You is a
that's
crazy
stinky.
one,
The
bro.
Blueprint 3?
Bro,
oh my goodness.
I Am Music's a bit fucked up too. Like, this is a bloated album filled with average Cardi performances, weak production, and more than anything, yes, there's bangers, but I feel like a lot of like the tricks on this album, like the deep voice, the distorted bass, a lot of those tricks get old by the time you're on your 6th, 7th, 8th, 20th listen.
There you go.
Also, the Blueprint 3 Top Row.
Right next to the OG
even Hove ranked this album like towards the bottom of his catalog. Like, how are you gonna have the Blueprint 3, but not Reasonable Doubt, not the Black Album, not American Gangster, not 444?
None of them.
But the Blueprint 3.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at the I Never Liked You selection. It's in the middle row, right next to Four Bats, which is still kind of crazy to me. But no DS2, you know, no Future self-titled. I'm not sure. Not only that, but We Don't Trust You as being one of the best albums of all time, bro. Or one of your favorite. Well, listen, it's a favorites list, so I can't really say anything, but...
Shout out to CeeLo. I didn't expect to see CeeLo on any topsters today.
It's a great album, by the way. Shout out to CeeLo Green.
Also, another great shout, Lareezy's latest drop on here. Kind of shaping up to be one of my favorite albums this year. Very uplifting, very soulful. So, I like the Lareezy love, but still some questionable picks here, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, but let's keep on going. Next up, this was sent in by an anonymous source. And
was it Yulu? Did you do this?
I didn't do this.
You sure you didn't?
I don't even know how to make
Is this
a
your
topster.
topster? No, it's not you.
Whoever sent this in, I appreciate you guys fucking with the music, but you did leak the artwork to our debut album.
This would have been it.
This would have been it.
It would have been.
Cat's out of the bag
But
now.
you know what's crazy? A little piece of side lore. The guy all the way on the right of this picture is Lou's brother, and like he didn't. Wasn't he getting a bunch of like follow requests and like?
He was, yeah. Like he's not even like technically employed by NFR, but like he's a core NFR
like
legend,
member,
though.
Legend. When we first built our first studio set, in Lou's mom's
put
basement,
it up.
He put it up. He helped us put up the wallpaper. He did all the lighting and everything. It was a much simpler time. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, I love the topster. I think there's a lot of education in this one. I think that you've done a good job, whoever this user is. It's probably Lou, in choosing, what your favorite albums of all time is. So, or maybe it's NFR from Lana Del Rey, and maybe they just got confused and they put it here. I don't know.
Who the hell knows?
Who knows at this point?
Next up, we were going to go over to Abraham right now, and this one's really interesting. I feel like sometimes you can kind of make a generalization off of someone based on their topster, and don't take this personally, but like to me, this is like someone that likes to get headbutted in mosh pits and never lets go of their vape pen, bro. Like that's kind of
they're talking the
that's kind of what I can make out of this. Sheesh, bro. And I will say this: I heard Yeat's Dangerous Summer EP, which is on here. I don't know if you heard it yet. First 24 seconds of this project sound heavenly. Production is silky smooth, and then it all falls apart.
Yeah, that's what usually happens with his albums, right? He has this beautiful soul sample that gets going on a record. It sounds like you're going to get something absolutely blissful, and then he just comes in and he does Yeat things.
And then he starts barking like a Labrador. That literally, on some of these songs, the ad-libs are...
it's interesting, too,
because... Are him sounding like a drugged-out lab. That's what you could find from Yeat on some of these songs. But
yeah,
I will say this. A couple of bangers, bro. And I'm not a Yeat fan. But songs like Oh I Did, the Benny X production is a trip. So
Good.
Anthemic, grandiose rage production. There's highlights on this thing. Even if it's not great, there's highlights on this ETP.
Yes, but I feel like this is the typical like 2025 like 16-year-old like fan topster, right? Like getting Ches like rest in bass. Like this is
unlistenable to me, bro. I'm sorry.
This is an album that's getting a lot of hype. People are absolutely loving it. I don't get the appeal. I'm going to be completely transparent with you, but hey, listen, some people enjoy it, so I can't say anything about that. Then you're getting DC the Dawn records like Rebirth on here. You're also getting Come As You Are. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I'm not a fan of these albums. Even the Midwest project, Archangel, I actually gave that a spin, and nothing too crazy about that record, but DC the Dawn, Yeat, Nine Vicious on the Tumblr
bro.
music.
I gave that a spin, like Nine Vicious, bro. Come on.
What are we doing here?
The All Eyes on Me, like, homage for nothing. I think the album's called Tumblr music. This is like hostage music, bro. Like, you do not want to catch someone listening to this. His vocals sound atrocious all across that album. And it's just like a cheap kind of bite from Young Thug and Cardi music. That's what it felt like to me listening to that Nine Vicious album. A lot of this is headache-inducing music, Abe. I'm sorry, bro. Obviously, you have your classics in here, like even Kissland is a great shout. That's an underrated Weekend album.
That is, yeah. That's your favorite. That gives me good hope for you.
But it's like, it's funny because he knows what good music is, clearly. He has the graduations, but then...
You get other ones, for
takes
sure.
a turn for the worst. One of the weaker topsters that were sent
Okay, so far, Lou, out of everything we've seen, who has the worst topster?
It might be Abe, bro.
You think so?
I think the Big Day, nothing's going to beat having the Big Day in a topster. That is a war crime.
Yeah, but you see, like with Mike's, it's so interesting because there's such a split in quality, bro. How do you have to Pimp a Butterfly and the Big Day on the same topster?
And
you know what's
Bob
crazy?
Marley's legend.
And you know what's crazy? Michael Webb actually came into a fucking live stream and he proved it to us how many times he bumped the Big Day.
Yeah, no, it's
like, he
real.
literally proved it to us.
It's fucking real.
But it's tracking. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Okay, let me ask you this before we keep on going. If you were to make a topster, do you think you'd have even one embarrassing placement or one that would be looked at a bit crazy?
No, well,
none.
To me, no, because I like.
To you, no. No guilty pleasure records, nothing.
We should maybe do an episode on revealing our topsters. Yeah. That would be super sick, right? But then we would have to kind of release our top.
We would have to do that after like top 50 rap albums of all time.
Did we do songs yet for top 50 songs?
No, that's another one to do. We got some.
We have some. Maybe
we're kind of sleeping on those big boy records.
Maybe towards the end of the year, fourth quarter, it always ramps up for us, and we always release some huge hitters. But okay, let's continue going on with this. Thank you so much, by the way,
Jamie
Abraham
O'Hagan. Thank you so much for sending this in. O'Hagan, excuse me. This one's rough, Jamie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's NBA?
I don't know if we could ever be friends just based on the music taste.
Yeah,
like, I'm imagining myself riding shotgun in the whip and going from hearing Yellow Wolf to YB to NF, then the Kid Laroi. Like, that's my hip-hop Nightmare Blunt rotation right there, bro.
And then after that, maybe you want to get a nice break with some Don Toliver, right? But it ends up becoming Donnie Womack, you know? So it's like, where's Life of a Don in this, bro? You know,
At least Heaven or Hell's here.
Yes,
I'll
that's
give it that.
fine. But even Heaven or Hell had like a number 2 placement, low-key, based on the topster at the top row. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Also,
you know?
I think Yellow Wolf is a talented MC, but as an album maker, I've heard Love Story. Wasn't focused. Oof. You're getting random folk and indie music popping into the mix. The singing's horrendous.
Look at that wolf looking at you too. You already know what you're getting. You're getting like that 2013 oh hey type of music, you know. let's all snuggle around the campfire rap music, you know, like that's what it feels like. You know?
I was at the top of the roof and I took care of that goof. Like just like some really intense, overly dramatical.
Fuck it, we got After Hours in here though.
But this is just some of the worst, like, some of my least favorite brands of hip-hop music, like the overly lyrical, miracle, spiritual, and then, like, just the dreadful emo melodic rap that is so redundant.
Yeah, I know. Then you put For All the Dogs there for some weird reason.
Of all Drake albums.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fat D was the one.
Fat D was the one, you know, that and GNX. Even at that, like, I don't even think GNX is valid here. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You got to have some other K-Dot albums. But hey, listen, personal taste.
Arctic Monkeys, W. I do like the AM record a lot. Utopia, W.
My Turn Deluxe. But that, you know, that's a solid record. I could understand. Like, depending on your age, if you were bumping that in 2020, like, that was your shit, you know? And that did go hard in 2020. But yeah, I don't know.
It
bro.
sounds like it's built for like a heartbroken 15-year-old kid from the burbs. If I had to guess, that's kind of the vibe with that one. Next up, we have Rodri.
Rodri's like 27. Rodri's probably 27, 28.
And he was clubbing like a motherfucker back in the early 2010s.
Rodri was getting the Red Bull vodkas going. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
He was fucking ripping them apart.
He's the type of guy that could throw a hell of a house party and make you the best spicy margarita you've ever tasted, bro.
There we go.
That's Rodri. I will say this. The Planet Pit is a crazy pull, bro.
That's a
like,
nutty pull.
Low-key, bro chefed up, slapper after slapper. This is a 3-track run on the album, okay?
Yeah.
Give Me Everything. Reign Over Me with Mark Anthony.
Reign Over Me.
And Hey Baby with T-Pain, bro.
That's a song, bro.
That is generational. Pitbull on this album was a fucking animal,
yeah,
bro.
But you see, I'm not a big fan of Globalization, though. Like, it's cool, but it's a bit more of like a poppy record for him. Like, it just doesn't feel as authentic to, like, Dale, you know? Like, it's not Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide. That's the only issue is that I love myself some Pitbull hits. There's even international love on that.
There's even, like, climate change,
but
though.
The thing is, there is such a thing as too much Pitbull.
Yes.
You have to draw the line somewhere, bro.
Like, yeah, you'll get, like, a problem with your pancreas or something if you're listening to too much Pitbull and you don't get the right medication for it.
You'll become physically ill.
Yeah, bro, you'll become physically ill. But other standouts for me here, Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a huge standout for me. That's another album you could look-y spin at a fucking house party. Then after that, Flo Rida, Wild Ones.
That's an L. That's a huge L.
Like this, there's like maybe 1 or 2 records you could slap on. But now I know
what
you're in the clubbing scene.
What are you gonna slap on? Whistle? You're gonna blow my whistle, baby. No way. This is trash, bro. I'm sorry. I enjoyed my fair share of Flo Rida growing up, but this album,
oh my god, bro! I just
terrible.
realized there's a total of 4 Pitbull albums on this topster. It's a total of 4 Pitbull albums.
And of all Eminem albums, he didn't choose the entire catalog, but Encore had to make the mix.
Hey, stop with the Encore slander.
Encore had to be here.
Bad Meets Evil, the sequel is crazy. I love the sequel.
You are getting 2001, obviously peak David Guetta. You are getting peak David Guetta.
Nothing But the Beat is a really hard album.
It is.
Lots of legendary tracks on there. Calvin Harris's Motion. And, then you go on to 18 Months. Those are solid. Well, no, I like Motion. Outside with Ellie Goulding's really good. Blame It On Me with John Newman. I like that record
I think
too.
We Found Love is on there.
It's great stuff.
There's some
Motion's
good stuff
definitely
on there.
better than 18 months for me, at least.
For sure, but yeah, it's kind of like nostalgic rap pop type
Like
list.
I know how your rotation's gonna go on a night out now.
Yeah.
You're gonna start it off maybe with some like Flo Rida and some David Guetta, then you're in the club fucking with some Pitbull, and then smoke a J at the end of the night and bump some Eminem and some Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That's the way that I kind of figure
This is
it
not
out.
too like I respect a lot of picks, but some are atrocious, Rodri.
But whatever, fuck it, we ball. Okay, next up, Elliot Harvey. Sheesh. What are we doing here, bro?
This is interesting here.
This one's an interesting one. Lil Yachty admirer
Lil
here.
Boat #1. I don't know if this is ordered, but if Lil Boat is your #1 favorite album of all time, it's a bit crazy.
It's a bit crazy.
It is a bit crazy. I get maybe it's comfort music. It takes you back to a simpler time, but the rapping, the melodies, the vocals, there's not too much to admire with Lil Boat.
There isn't. Let's start here. You get that in the 4th row. I'm not sure. That's not one of my favorite albums of all time, but Hollywood's Bleeding, bro.
Bro, Hollywood's Bleeding was the wild one.
We're going back to this album. We really are.
Very safe pop album, void of any real feeling or emotion.
It's like a pop album that's disguised as a hip hop album, according to Wikipedia and Album of the Year. You know,
it's like white toast with the crust cut off. That's the kind of album that it is.
Yeah, it is. Like you play, it's
plain bread.
It's too
bro.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full of like obnoxious hooks and just empty song concepts.
Made it for the radio plays, and that's what he got.
I like the Views take. Hendrix. I know a lot of people really fuck with Hendrix, so I don't blame you. But then Love Me Now by Tory Lanez, like no New Toronto 2.
Yeah,
or
of all
maybe,
Tory projects, like
or
you
even
even
like
have
Alone at
Chicks Tape
Prom?
5. Like why?
No, I wouldn't have those projects at least on my topster. Love the 1999 pick. I love the Graduation pick. Those would be arguably in my topsters. And then you get Donda. In here. How many Kanye albums do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 4 albums. 4 Ye albums.
Of all Ye albums too, though. Like really, besides Grad.
Like no College
and Life
Dropout,
of
no
Pablo.
ATF,
I know.
no Late Reg.
Whatever. It is what it is.
I would even put 808s low key in here over Donda.
Listen, not a terrible topster, Elliot, but you could have done better.
You could have done a bit better.
We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Next up, let's go on to Bingham Call. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Okay, so this one is not that bad, but I wanted to bring this one in specifically because I'm like, let's see how Ant reacts to this. You have Let's Start Here, top 2, and you have Dark Side of the Moon, and you infamously called Let's Start Here an album filled with Pink Floyd YouTube beats. So you could have someone appreciating both worlds here.
Yeah,
what do you know?
Well, listen, I guess Bingham does. Deltron 3030, bro, what the fuck?
I've never heard someone.
This is the first. I respect this album.
You can't tell me.
We've literally covered this album,
Yes.
right? Like we've done content on it, and
But to play this on a daily
No,
basis like
I don't-
that?
I don't know,
Like,
bro.
imagine this being one of like your deserted island albums, bro.
no, way. I laid down my
Sheesh.
life for you. I think it's a bit premature, but listen, I guess people are gravitating.
Hey,
towards
that's
that
my
album.
favorite JPEG album, so I respect it.
Then after that, you're getting 2 Alfredo installments here. I think that's really sick. Section 80, bro, is actually really cool considering
W.
that you have it over GKMC if the order is what I'm looking at, right? I think maybe you chose the wrong ASAP album here, but you're gravitating towards that one. I think that's really cool. And then you're saying that Alfredo 2 and Bandana are on the same level, for you at least. I appreciate that. And then after that, What's Going On, and then, Kind of Blue, the classics. Everyone loves those records.
Yeah, I think what's surprising to me is how many topsters had Let's Start Here, bro. Like, I didn't know that would be an all-time favorite for that many people in the community, but I get it. There's some great songs, from the Drive Me Crazies to the Black Seminoles. I get it.
Yeah, let's
Keep
go on
on
to the next
going.
one. Sunny. Let's do Sunnies. All right, Sunny, what do you got? So, #1 for you is Oasis is definitely maybe. That's an interesting pick. Psychodrama on the top row.
Blonde.
Yeah, a great chaos, dude. Right next to Adele's 21 and the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Duality to a listener, eh?
This is all over the place, Sonny boy. I'm not going to lie. This is everywhere. You went from genre to genre, decade to decade. I will say this. Kind of surprised that I get the duality that someone could enjoy Dave as much as they enjoy Ken Carson, but like to have both of those as some of your favorite albums, that's kind of crazy to me. A Great Chaos is fine. There's some bangers on there, but Project X, no. That album is cheeks, bro. That album is buns. It's not good, bro.
No.
The songs are really not good on that album. You have Yeet with Life. I guess. If you want.
If that's what you're into.
If that's what you're into. If that's what gets you going.
But you know what? Like, I would let you to take the aux cable because of certain albums you have on here, though.
I like the Oasis shouts for sure.
Fuck it. I would let it happen. I would. Just as long as, like, no Project X is coming on, like, I'm cool. I'm cool with this topster.
All right.
Let's keep going on with this. This is Aiden. Huge OG in the community.
And his topster is called Cobb in My Ass.
Sure.
Cobb in My Ass is all-time chart.
Because of the internet. That's crazy, bro.
That's a wild one.
That's a wild one.
Cherry Bomb as an all-time fave?
No. Lord's Pure Heroin?
Man. What else do we have here? Let's see.
So a lot of albums I'm actually
Confessions of a Dangerous Mind by Logic. Bro.
No.
Such a cringe album.
No.
From the song concepts to the writing on that. Come on now.
Pray for Haiti by Matt Commey's a great shout, though. I'm looking at that
Tecmo
in the
Bow?
fifth row.
That's random, but W.
W there.
But look at G-Eazy, bro. Look at you thought we were going to miss that one, didn't you? The G-Eazy album's
This looks
in
like my
here.
cousin Chris's topster.
Sheesh.
G-Eazy? Yeah. No,
some of the worst frat boy music of all time. I wish we could just forget that whole G-Eazy popular era. Terrible.
All right, let's go on to the next one. I believe we are currently at Porter. Much love, bro. Thank you for sending this in. Let's go through it, all right? So this one's probably like the calmest one, you know?
Yeah, it's calm until you get to the end. And he did say that the bottom two rows are albums that he's been bumping a lot, but they're not necessarily favorites. I don't know if I buy it because it's in his topster. It's here.
Do I see Austin
Porter, the albums are here. C6 is in the building. Vultures 2 is in the building, Porter.
Party Never Ends? Bro, what the fuck's wrong with
Revival has made its way in.
What the Dawn the 2 get, bro? Jack Boys 2?
Brother.
What's going on here?
Porter, brother, please.
This might be the worst one. I'm sorry. Bro, SZA's deluxe album?
No fucking way.
Holy fuck. What are we doing here?
No way.
What is going on? Then you get the random NF selection, you know,
of
in the
course
middle.
you do. You always get one of those.
You always get one of the
Culture 2 by Migos.
Oh.
Come on.
Austin by Post Malone.
Ooh.
Post Malone made this.
Post Malone's worst effort ever.
No
Where he's
way.
going into like some fucking weird ass rituals and shit. Like
I don't know. Yeah, it's
some weird shit going on in that album.
that's an album you want to stay away from.
Yep.
Makes you feel uncomfortable. Music to be murdered by.
Yeah, bro. The deluxe version.
You couldn't get enough of the original version, so you had to go with the deluxe one. Listen, bro. I think there's a lot of great albums on here. GKMC.
But there's also Jack Boys too.
There's JB2 on here, dude. What are we doing? Listen, Porter. The duality is absolutely fucking nuts. I would let you take the aux though, as long as we don't go down in the bottom of the topster.
Yeah, that's fair.
If we stay,
but hey, the top half also has Austin, and it has some other like encores on here.
No, but look at the
NF's
first two rows. That's all valid.
First two rows are fire. Yeah.
Those are all absolutely valid. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is 6262. Much love. Thank you for this one. This one's a condensed one. And honestly, there's a lot of great quality here. Thank Me Later is an interesting one. It's an album that continues to pop up in these topsters. I feel like there's more and more discourse about Thank Me Later as of late, actually.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people are starting to really turn back on that album.
I've been saying it's one of his most underappreciated albums. But, okay, listen. Looking at this topster, 62, you need to listen to more music, bro. I'm sorry.
100 gigs?
You need to listen to more music.
By the way,
JB2?
wait, and then what do we...
JB2? Again? No. We have to suffer through it twice in a row? Oh, my goodness. Can't rush greatness? But you could rush the mids. That's what Central C did. He rushed the mids on that album.
Hey, but listen, he had the 2 installments of the Jack Boys. At least he's a big fan of the Jack Boys.
Okay, but this is what's crazy is that obviously he's a Travis fan, right? He has Rodeo, Utopia, Astro, Birds.
All of Jack
Brother,
Boys.
You didn't need to throw in Alfaro here. Like, this tells me that he hasn't expanded the horizons yet. And that's okay. Everyone comes into music at different points in their lives, but do some studying. All right?
Yeah,
dig in a bit deeper,
you know what?
bro.
Like, bro, maybe he's just fucking ripping it. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't
maybe
know,
just
bro.
it's just the Travis stuff. That
Music on here again?
No, you see.
Come on.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We got Sanad. Sanad, excuse me.
This is the last one for today. Let's end off on a good note, I hope. Let's see.
All right, a lot of System of a Down, bro. Mesmerize is a great record. Hypnotize is cool too.
Imagine going from fucking Hypnotize to Igor. Like, that's crazy.
Duality
that's
of
crazy.
a person.
Yep.
As I continue to say.
Brad's on here. I respect that.
I respect it. Channel Orange. Yeah, so you do Hypnotize and then you go straight on to Channel Orange. It depends the day.
You got some Joji on here with ballads.
I love Forever, Favorite Worst Nightmare by the Arctic Monkeys. Love that record. Honestly, I can't be mad at this topster, bro. There's
pretty
not
solid.
There's not an
I would
album
say
on.
it's very basic though. Besides the System of a Down picks,
well, Arctic Monkey, System of a Down, Joji, like
pretty basic.
I didn't see like much of those albums, at least in Topsters.
Oh, this Joji album's been everywhere. What are you talking about?
That's true, actually.
Igor, MBDTF, T-Pab, Grad, Nothing Was the Same. I would have a lot of these myself. So I can't
be mad at it.
I can't be mad at the basicness of it, but the System of a Down was a nice surprise. I'll give you that. But that's everything for today, guys. Should we do a part 2? Maybe we should roast some of your favorite songs of all time. Let us know down in the comments. And what was the worst topster that you saw all day? Thank you guys so much for watching this video until the end. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.